So I had two good friends, David Heath and Merrill Hales, who lived on Maple Street. I lived clear out on the south end. But we were all in the same ward. When I moved into Mapleton, it was one single ward. The entire town was one single ward. So we had mutual on Tuesday nights. So we walked up from Merrill Hale's house up to the church, and one of the things we used to do after mutual with biz cars, you know what that is? They didn't plow the roads, so as the car would start to leave, you'd run out and grab onto the bumper of the car and just slide behind them on your feet. And then
Kind of dangerous and dumb.
But that's what we did all the time, you know. So we'd do it in the parking lot so you could catch them, and when they came to go out on the road, you'd let go because you'd hit the dip and you knew you was out there. So the three of us had gone to Scouts and messed around and done some stuff, and we were walking back down Maple Street, and we'd thrown some snowballs at a couple of cars. And we got about halfway down to Merrill's house, and this car went by, and we smacked it really good. I think all three of us. Car comes whipping around, turned big U, and we jumped the fence and dove into a ditch, and it turned out to be some high school kids, and we'd smacked one of their cars, and they were not happy with us. So they looked up and down, found us, kicked us all the way to the back of the car, loaded us in the car. We thought we were going to die.
We're going to kill you for doing that.
Yeah, they took us clear up Maple Canyon and kicked us out.
Have fun walking down the mountain.
That's what you get. Go, go, go.
We had to walk home for plastering their car with snowballs. But the good thing is, our parents didn't know we were 2 hours late walking out of the canyon. That's why we were doing it. So they just thought we were goofing off at somebody else's house. So
I hope we don't get in trouble.
He was spoiled.
rotten spoiled.
Yeah. Oh, is that the time that I was so mad because I wanted somebody to go to the movie with me.
It's fall break. I think I'll take my kids to a movie. Do you want to come with me? I'm just gonna play with my friends. Oh, okay. I'll go to the movies. You guys want to come? We're going to go take a school picture to a girl. I'll go too. Oh, right. Okay. Do you guys want to come to a movie? I have to work. I'm very good at my school. No one's coming with me. Will you come with me? I'm going to a study group.
And nobody would go, and I was just feeling so rejected. I was crying, and you know.
No one wants to go to the movies with me.
Well, anyway, what they was doing was getting a family picture taken to give us. So that made it all better. But I was so mad. I don't even remember what movie it was.
He just got ticked.
But I just got so mad. Nobody go to the movie with me. Boy, see if I ever do anything nice for you guys again.
Oh, well, I don't know whether I ought to tell that one because I have way too much pleasure in telling it. For years and years in scouting programs, you had kids that are really pains. They just are not very nice to be around and just cause you all kinds of problems. I had 3 kids, and one of them was Isaac Dennis, and we did the Uinta trip. And we went up to Five Star Basin, and it's a tough hike. You go up the Yellowstone River and you hit these massive switchbacks that are a mile long, and there's 4 of them, so you do 4 miles of switchbacks hiking up, and then you go up and in type of thing. So it's really tough to get in. So we hiked in there, we got in there, and of course this kid was a pain all the time, crying, complaining, crabbing and moaning, and I'd always said to him, you know, one of these days you're going to have to do just exactly what I tell you, because he wouldn't do anything. So I don't have to do that, I don't have to do that. And I'd say, no, one day you're gonna have to do exactly what I tell you, you know.
Come on, Scouts, let's hike. I'm bored. I don't think I have any food left in here. Just watch. One day you'll have to do exactly what I say. Pick up your backpack. I'm tired.
And I didn't know this was going to happen, really. I couldn't have planned it better if it had worked out. Lee Nielsen came in, that's a real good friend, and he brought horses in, and he brought 2 horses and 2 mules, but he brought 2 girls in with him. Now, girls and boys in the Uintas are not a good mix. I mean, that's just not a good thing to have happen. So Isaac's telling everybody, I'm going to ride one of the horses out, one of the pack horses. He wasn't going to put his backpack on. He wasn't going to hike all the way down. He's going to get on one of the horses. And I heard him telling all the kids that that's what he was going to do. So I went to Lee and I said, okay, Lee, I'm going to take the kids. We're going to go up around the corner here. Instead of you hiking down with us, I want you to leave camp and ride out the horses. So, you know, there's nobody riding your horses out, because you can't pick one kid. Even if you were going to put a kid on, why, you know, it wasn't going to be Isaac. It could be a kid that might be hurt or something.
Lee, take all the Scouts down. I'll stay here with Isaac. I'm gonna ride the horse down. I don't want to hike anymore. I'm tired. This backpack's still heavy.
So I got the kids distracted, got them around the corner, and Lee loaded up and left, come around the corner, and the horses are gone, and Isaac just goes ballistic. He just goes absolutely nuts. Well, I had John Crandall, and I'm trying to remember the other adult, and he's throwing a fit. He's literally laying on the ground, kicking and screaming and bawling, you know. He's so mad about everything. So I said to John and the other adult, I says, you guys head out. I'm staying with Isaac. I said, Isaac, you're putting that pack on and you're hiking out of the mountains and you're packing it every inch of the way. No, I'm not. I said, yeah, you are. You're going to take that baby and you're going to hike out.
Go. Go. Come on, guys. Oh, you horse! No! Pick up your backpack.
So I just told the other kids to take off. He went and put the pack on, and they took off, went down the trail, and we sat for about an hour. I said, I don't care how long you sit here, Isaac. I can outweight you, buddy. You just got to understand, you're going to put that pack on, and you're going to pack it off the mountain. You're going to do it. No, I'm not. Yeah, this is the time. This is finally the time and the place. I've been telling you, this is it, right here, Isaac. So he finally decides, well, okay, puts the pack on, and he walks about 2 feet, and he fakes that he's turned his ankle. You know, he falls down the trail. Oh, I busted my ankle. I can't go. You'll have to get somebody to come with a horse and haul me off the mountain. No, not going to happen, Isaac. You can walk out of here. I'll go over and make you a crutch that you can walk with that thing. You can get off the mountain that way. You can just walk with the crutch. You're taking that pack. You're hiking off the mountain. That's the bottom line. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. I've told you this is a day. So we sit for about another 10 or 15 minutes, you know, and I say, well, here, I'll give you some painkiller. I had placebos, you know, the things. I said, these are really good. Give him a couple of those, you know, and swallow them.
Ah, I think I sprained my ankle. Well, I can make you a crutch, but you're carrying that backpack up the mountain, down the mountain. I can make you. I have some medicine, and if you need some, but you're still carrying that backpack down the mountain. Oh man, I hate this.
So we start down the trail again, and here comes a guy packing in with horses. There's lots of guys that come in the Uintas that have pack horses because they're hauling guys in that are going to camp out. And the policy is when you meet pack horses, you step off the trail on the downhill side so you don't spook the animals. So they have the right of way, the guys coming through. So he sees this guy riding up with all his pack horses. So he runs down the trail and tries to jump on one of the guy's horses. Well, I mean, the horse is just going nuts. I mean, this kid's running and jumping, and they're spooking, and this guy, he's not nice. He's saying words that you don't hear too often, only in saloon bar fights. You know, screaming, you know, and getting the kid, you know, and finally Isaac with the pack couldn't do anything, and he got the horses, you know, away. And we're sitting there beside the trail. I said, Isaac, you're not getting a horse right out of here. You can see what happens. There's nobody bringing a horse in here, and there's nobody going to let you want a horse to get out of here. So you just might as well start hiking.
Horsey! No! Damn it! I brought it back!
So he takes off for whatever reason. He starts to run from me. And as luck would have it, it was right where these switchbacks are. What Isaac doesn't realize is the switchback goes here, and it goes here, and here, and here, and out. And there's a trail that goes straight down the middle. And he takes off running clear down here. I know where there's an old trail. I hike down through, so I'm about 200 yards down. Here comes Isaac running from the other way, and I'm sitting on the side of the trail. And you'd have thought I was the devil himself. I mean, it freaked him out. He just ran faster. He took off down, and I just kept cutting through, and he had no idea how I was managing to stay ahead of him. And it was just bugging the living crud of him. You could tell him. So that gets you down to the Yellowstone. That's 4 miles out of the 7, but you got 3 miles to hike out of the bottom, you know. So he sat there for a while, and I said, well, you're more than halfway, Isaac. You know, we can camp here for the night. It doesn't make any difference to me. We can camp here for a week. What are you going to do? You know, they're gone. Everybody's gone home. It's just me and you. This is the day, buddy. You're hiking out of here with that pack on your back, and it's going to be you.
You're gonna carry that backpack down the mountain.
Fine, but I'm gonna beat you.
Hi. Woo. Hi. Whoa.
And about a mile from the bottom, here comes John Crandall back in, the other scoutmaster. He's all concerned and everything, and he goes running and screaming, "Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! You know he's done this, 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 and this." And I said to John, "Yeah, I did all of it, 100% of whatever he accused me of. It's 100% true." And I says, "John, he's packing that pack to the car. Don't you touch that pack." "John, here, take it." And John looked at me for a while. Looked at Isaac, turned around and walked to the car. Isaac hiked all the way to the car.
Hey, I was worried about him. Don't take your stuff. No, don't take your stuff. He's taking that backpack all the way down to the mountain. Down to the bottom of the mountain. Oh my gosh, take our stuff.
I expected his parents, when he got home, to call me up and sue me, because they're the suing type of people. I really expected him to just really unload on me. Never heard a word. Isaac never went on another camping. Never went anyplace.
Really
again.
sad about that one.
Really sad about that one. That was one of the best. I told you so's got to do it. If I'd have planned it out, said that I'm going to make that kid, just finally one day he's going to have to be stuck with it. That was the time. So that's my old buddy Isaac.
That's a good one.
All right.
That's a good
Okay,
one.
Dandaroo. All right. So, what year would that have been?
I don't know.
We had fairly small kids. I think we only had 4 kids. I had a Scout International Harvesters. They call them Scout. Had 2 seats in the front, and then they had just metal benches in the back.
Kind of like a 4-door Jeep.
So we decided we'd start this new tradition of going out and cutting our own Christmas tree to have, you know, as a tradition.
Okay, kids, this year we're gonna chop down our own Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that nice pine tree. Perfect.
So I got a permit, and it was like about 20 below.
Oh, it was so
Literally,
cold.
It was cold. It was about as cold as you could get. I even put a little heater in the back. It was so cold where the kids were sitting in the back, it was freezing them. So I put a little heater in there. So we drove out to Skull Valley. Any idea where Skull Valley is? Do you know where Dugway is? Dugway Proving
sounds
Grounds, where
familiar.
they fly all the missions and have all of the atomic casings and everything. Well, that's Skull Valley's out there. So we drove and drove and drove. Finally got out there. Snow was about that deep. Went out and found this. It was a really nice shaped tree, but the thing about it was it had two instead of a single trunk. It had two trunks on it. So okay, you know, nothing wrong with that. Cut it. Laid it down on the trunk, the top of the car, because we couldn't get it in, with the top of the tree pointed to the front of the car. That was a mistake I made. Tied it down, got in, bounced around.
All right, come on, guys. Let's get in the car. Let's put it on top of the car.
Got in, came clear out over by Vernon. It's way out there, the other side of Eureka. Drove home, and as we got out by Goshen and coming through Genola and Spanish Fork, people were going by going, and we're wondering, haven't you ever seen a tree tied on top of a car?
It's a Christmas tree.
It's a tree.
pretty.
I mean, come on, people.
Real
So
nice
we got out
tree.
and got there, pulled up in the driveway, the second house in Mapleton, got out of the car, looked up. Because it was frozen and brittle, the wind had peeled it off. All there were two absolute bare stumps. There was not a needle
Not
left
a
on it,
needle on it.
anything.
Put it on there. We'll just get a fake one this year.
I went and bought a Christmas tree.
Went back.
My name is
Hey, this is Grandpa. I'm 76 years old. I love Grandma because she's cute.
I love Grandpa because he loves me.
Who are you?
Oh, my name is Sylvia. I am 74 years old.
I'm Tyler, I'm 19, and I love Grandma and Grandpa because they're the nicest people I know.
My name is Zach. I'm 18 years old, and I love Grandma because she's the nicest soul ever, and I love Grandpa because he keeps taking us on fun adventures.
My name is Shayla. I'm 15 years old. I love Grandma because she's always giving us candy, and I love Grandpa because he tells good stories.
My name is Kylan. I'm 12, and I love Grandma because she's nice, and I love Grandpa because he's funny.
My name is Aspen. I am 11 years old. I love Grandma because she's fun to talk to, and I love Grandpa because he always has cool things.
My name is Austin. I am 11 years old, and I love Grandma and Grandpa because they are just so fun.
My name is Gavin. I'm 11 years old. I love Grandma because she has this bowl of M&Ms that anybody can take some from, and I love Grandpa because he's pretty funny.
My name is James. I am 10 years old. I love Grandpa and Grandma because they're the best.
My name is Josie. I am 9 years old. I love Grandma and Grandpa because they're really nice. My name is Danny. I'm 8 years old. I love Grandma because she's really nice. And I love Grandpa because he takes us fishing.
My name is Trayson. I am 8 years old, and I love Grandma because she's nice. I love Grandpa because he's super funny.
My name is Clara and I'm 8 years old. I like Grandma because she's so nice, and I like Grandpa because he always plays games. My name is Cameron. I'm 7 years old. I love Grandma and Grandpa because they're the kindest people I know. I'm Sam and I'm 6. I love Grandma and Grandpa because they are really nice. My name is Addie, and I'm 5 years old, and I like Grandma and Grandpa because I like Grandma because her gives me dessert all the time, and I like Grandpa because he always gives me hugs. I'm Ella, and I'm 5 years old. I love Grandma and Grandpa because they're nice to me. I'm Mason. I'm 5 years old. And I love Grandma Nally, and I love Grandma Mark. And I love my whole family so much. Even my cousins, and even all my grandma and grandpas, even all my cousins. Even I love everyone in the whole world.
Good.
I'm Penny, and I'm 4 years old, and I like Grandma and Grandpa since they give me treats.
This is Aria, and she's 2, and she loves Grandma because she gives her candy, and she loves Grandpa because he tickles her foot.
Do you like him to tickle your foot?